Very good morning to all of you. Today we will study chapter number 25, Negative and Interrogative Sentences. There are three types of sentences: affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. Affirmative sentences is the sentence will not have, not, or no, and will end on full stop. For example, Priya works in Gujarat Gas. You are very intelligent. I am having lunch. He was working on this project yesterday. He has been working since 9 a.m. You play cricket very well. We had reached Delhi safely. Second type of sentence is negative sentence. In this sentences will have no and not and will end with full stop. Priya is not working this day, so we will put not after is and before working, before the verb. You were not present in the class yesterday. There are no students in the class now. Kamal does not have a car. I could not complete your work yesterday. She did not bring my book that day. There was no water in the lake. We have no light in our house today. So, children, you have marked that before auxiliary verb, that is, are, where, does, could. After that, we have put not or no to make negative sentences. Third type of sentence is interrogative sentence. These sentences ask a question and they may or may not have no, not, and will end with question mark. Why is Priya not working these days? Why were you not present in the class yesterday? Is Ram present in the office now? Have you brought my book? Does she like badminton? Why is there no water in the jug? When did he reach Surat? Did Rita not come to your house yesterday? Now let's see in the brief. Universal formula of a sentence in English is subject plus verb plus object. A sentence can be without helping verb. In this case, the exact formula is subject plus main verb plus object. For example, I read newspaper. He plays cricket. You work very hard. She comes every day. Now, universal formula of a sentence in English: subject plus verb plus object. A sentence can also have a helping verb and a main verb. Hence, formula of a sentence with helping verb is subject plus helping verb plus main verb plus object. For example, I am reading newspaper. He did not arrive. You are working very hard. She will come tomorrow. So children, you have marked here that we have used helping verb like am, did, are, will to main verb. Main verb is compulsory in all the sentence. You appear tired. She works very hard. I like reading. They study in Surat. But helping verb is not compulsory. Universal formula for making negative sentences: subject plus helping verb plus not plus main verb plus object. So that means add not in between helping verb and main verb. Subject plus helping verb plus not plus main verb plus object. For example, Priya is working these days. We will make negative like that. Priya is not working these days. You were present in the class yesterday. Its negative is you were not present in the class yesterday. I was absent yesterday. I was not absent yesterday. They are coming to attend this meeting. Its negative form is they are not coming to attend this meeting. So, universal formula for making negative sentence without helping verb is subject plus do or does did plus not plus main verb plus object. So, children, when there is no auxiliary verb, we will put do or does or did to make negative sentence. Let's see example. Priya works in a bank these days. Here there is no helping verb, so we will put do, does, did according to the tense. Here works is in the present tense, so we will put does as it is singular. Priya does not work in a bank these days. You play football very well. Here you is plural and there is no helping verb, so we will put do to make negative sentence. You do not play football very well. I like Indian music. I do not like Indian music. Though I is singular, we will put do with it. They went to attend the meeting on Sunday. They did not go. Yes, listen. When we are making using do does did, we will write the verb in a base form. So went will become go. Works will become work. Okay, so that you have to keep in mind when we are using do does did, at that time verb will goes on in the base form. And went is past tense, so we have put did. They did not go to attend the meeting on Sunday. So, children, negative sentences is subject plus auxiliary plus not plus main verb plus complements. Subject plus do not or does not plus infinitive verb plus complements. For example, they do not understand Chinese. Mary does not work in this afternoon. Let's see the short form of negative sentence. I am not. We can write I am not in short form. You are not. You aren't. He is not. He isn't. She is not. She isn't. We are not. We aren't. You are not. You aren't. They are not. They aren't. So these are the short form of negative sentences. Now let's move to the third form of sentence, that is interrogative sentence. Universal formula for making interrogative sentences: helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. WH word means who, how, what, which. These words are known as WH words plus helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. Note that it will start the sentence with helping verb. It required place WH word in front of one above. Now, interrogative sentence means helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus objects. You were not absent from the class. So here we will write in interrogative where will come in the first place and then subject and then not and other words. Were you not absent from the class? When were you not absent from the class? Ram is present in the office. So is will come at the first place. Is Ram present in the office now? They are taking lunch now. Are will come at the first place, that is helping verb plus subject. Are they taking lunch now? Universal formula for making interrogative sentence without helping verb. When there is no helping verb, at that time what we will do? Same as in what we have done in negative sentence, that we will add do, does, did to subject plus main verb plus object. It starts the sentence with do, does, did. Do, does, did, that is helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. She works in Gujarat Gas. Here it is in present tense, so we will write with does as it is in singular. Does she work Works will become work as we have to put base form in the sentence when we are using do, does, did. Does she work in Gujarat Gas? Ram stays in Vadodara. Does Ram stays will become stay in Vadodara. You played cricket in school. This sentence is in negative, so we will write did you played will become play as it is we have to write in base form. Did you play cricket in school? One important note is all interrogative sentences always start with either to be form, that is am, is, are, was, were, etc. Or it may be start with modal auxiliary like shall, will, can, may, might, could, etc. Or it may have, had, or do, does, did. Or WH word, that is what, when, how. This we don't have to study in this chapter. We just have to study this first 4 point that is covered in our chapter, that is amizar we will put first place, model auxiliary. If the sentence has model auxiliary, then we will write shall, will, can, may, might at the first place, or the other words like has, have, had at the first place. Or if there is no auxiliary, then we will write do, does, did at the first place to form the interrogative sentence. Whether the interrogative sentence will start with WH word or a helping verb is decided by answer desired. Now, let's see form Am I John? Its short answer is yes I am or no I am not. Are you 20? Yes you are, no you aren't. Is she a doctor? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Is he late to class? Yes, he is. No, he is not. Is it a pencil or a pen? Yes, it is. No, it is not. Are we single? Yes, we are. No, we aren't. So these are the short forms, short answers of the interrogative sentence when we use auxiliary as the first place. We get answer in yes or no. Interrogative sentences auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus complement. That is do plus subject, do or does plus subject plus infinitive verb plus complement. That is, for example, do you smoke cigars? Does Jennifer like will? Now let's see a few examples. I am a doctor. We will change into negative. It will become I am not a doctor. And when we change in interrogative, it will become am I a doctor? You are an engineer. You are not an engineer. Are you an engineer? So you are seeing the difference is that when we are doing negative, we will write not after am is are auxiliary verbs, and in interrogative that am is are auxiliary verbs will come at the first place. He is at home. He is not at home. Is he at home? She is my sister. She is not my sister. Or is she my sister? It is a dog. It is not a dog. Is it a dog? We are friends. We are not friends. Are we friends? They are farmer, they are not farmer, or are they farmer? When there is no auxiliary, at that time we will put do, does, did to the negative and interrogative sentence. I go, I do not go, or do I go? You go, you do not go, do you go? He goes, he does not go. Here see, goes will become go. Does he go? She goes. She does not go. Does she go? It goes. It does not go. Does it go? We go. We do not go. Do we go? You go. You do not go. Do you go? They go. They do not go. Do they go? So children, you have marked here that when we are using do, does, to the sentence to form negative and interrogative sentence, we have put base form of the verb, that is goes will become go. You lived in London. You did not live in London. Did you live in London? So, here in each and every sentence there is not any auxiliary verb. So, we will add did as the sentences are in negative past tense. As the sentences are in past tense, we will add did. And to make negative, we will add did not. And base form of the verb, that is lived, will become leave. Same way in interrogative sentence, we will put did at the first place as there is no auxiliary verb. Did plus subject and plus base form of the verb, that is lead, will become leave. In both the sentence, negative as well as in interrogative sentence, we will put base form of the verb. He lived in London. He did not live in London. Did he live in London? She lived in London. She did not live in London. Did she live in London? So this way we have put the did not plus base form of the verb in negative sentence, and in interrogative sentence did plus subject plus base form of the verb and rest of the verbs in interrogative sentence. But children, you have to remember that when you are making interrogative sentence, you have to put question mark at the end of the sentence. I have seen, I haven't, or I have not seen. Have I seen? You have seen, you have not seen. So when we are using auxiliary verb have, has, at that time also we will put have, has, not plus verb. And in interrogative sentence, have, has, had will come at the first place. She has seen. She has not seen. Has she seen? Here, children, they have not put question mark, but as the sentence is incomplete. When the sentence is complete, here they have written in short form, so they have not put question mark, but you have to put question mark at the end of the interrogative sentence. It has seen. It has not seen. Has it seen? We have seen. We have not seen. Have we seen? You have seen. You have not seen. Have you seen? They have seen. They have not or haven't seen. Have they seen? So you have to remember, keep in mind that when we are using this have, has, am, is, are, at that time we are not changing the verb. The verb remain the same. But when we are using do, does, did, at that time we will write base form of the verb. So children, I think you have understood this chapter well. Now let's revise it. So today we have seen three types of sentences: assertive sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. This is your chapter of grammar, 25th chapter, negative and interrogative sentence. So negative sentence tells us that something is not true. A sentence becomes negative when we add not to the words be, that is am, is, are, was, were, can, will, have, and should. We can write short forms of the negative words like is not, isn't, are not, aren't, have not, haven't, has not, hasn't, had not, hadn't, should not, shouldn't, shall not, shalln't, did not, didn't, does not, doesn't, do not, don't, will not, won't, would not, wouldn't, cannot, can't, could not, couldn't. Negative sentences in the simple present tense, we will add do or does to form negative sentence. For example, the watchman patrols at night. Its negative sentence is the watchman is in singular. So we will put does and does not. Patrols will become patrol, as we have to write base form of the sentence patrol at night. Sneha irons her dress. Sneha does not iron her dress. Irons will become iron as we have to write base form of the verb. They perform a skit. Here the sentence is in plural sentence. So we will write they do not perform a skit. Negative sentence in simple past tense. For example, Lily played the violin. Lily did not play the violin. Played will become play and we will add did not to make negative sentence. The school closed early. The school did not close early. They went to the beach. They did not go. Went will become go as that we have to write in base form. They did not go to the beach. Now, let's see interrogative sentence. We have seen that interrogative sentences are sentences asking a question. They can be written by changing the position of the verb. For example, I am right. We will change the position. Am will at the first place. Am I right? He is scared. Is he scared? Kavya was playing. Was Kavya playing? They were eating. Were they eating? They will sing. Will they sing? Hari would go. Would Hari go? So children, you are marking that we are only interchanging the sentence words. Helping verbs like am, is, are, was, were, will, would, should will come at the first place, and then subject and then other words. We should leave. Should we leave? I shall make some tea. Shall I make some tea? Interrogative sentences with have, has, and had. For example, you have the keys. Here, there is no helping verb, so we will write do does to it. Do you have the keys? Does she have a kitten? Did we have? We had a cat. Had is past tense. So we will write did we have a cat? But as interrogative sentence has, have, had, if it is used as auxiliary verb, then we will put at the first place, have, has at the first place. For example, the people have been standing there. So have will come at the first place. Have the people been standing here? Here, we will not change any of the verb form. Say the verb which is in the verb which is in question, that only verb we will use in the answer also. The cat had eaten the fish. Had the cat eaten the fish? Eaten will remain eaten only. We will not write in base form. Standing will remain in the standing only. We will not write its base form. So when we are using have, has at the first place, we will not change it into base form of the verb. But when we use do, does, did, at that time we will use base form of the verb. Interrogative sentence in simple present tense. They live in Kanpur. Here there is no auxiliary verb, so we will put do, does to it. Do they live in Kanpur? He plays the piano. Does he play the piano? So here plays will become play as we have used does to it. I read the paper. Do I read the paper? Interrogative sentences in simple past tense. They lived in Kolkata. Here lived is in past tense, so we will write did they live in Kolkata? Jay ate breakfast. Did Jay eat breakfast? It will become eat. I knew him once. Did I knew him once? So knew will become know. Did I know him once? So when we are using am, is, are, can, will, should, have, has, at that time we will just put not to form negative sentence. For example, he is playing in the park. He is not playing in the park. We will put not between helping verb and main verb. We are going to school. We are not going to school. Its interrogative is helping verb will come at the first place. Is he playing in the park? Are we going to school? Can. I can ride a bicycle. Its negative is I cannot ride a bicycle, and its interrogative is can I ride a bicycle? Here we will not change any of the verb. We will write same verb whatever is given in the question. They can go for a picnic. They cannot go for a picnic. Can they go for a picnic? Nisha will buy some fruits. Here we will put not after will and buy before buy. Nisha will not buy some fruits. Will Nisha buy some fruits? They will go to the beach. They will not go to the beach. Will they go to the beach? When we are using should, Roma should read this book. So its negative form is Roma should not read this book, and its interrogative form is should Roma read this book. They should eat the cake. Its negative is they should not eat the cake, and its interrogative is should they eat the cake. Has or have. Jayant has a blue pen. Its negative is Jayant does not have a blue pen, and its interrogative is does Jayant have a blue pen. We have the tickets. We do not have the tickets for the play. Do we have the tickets for the play? So children, you have to remember that you have to put not after helping verb to make negative sentence and helping verb at the first place to make interrogative sentence. When there is no helping verb, you will put do, does, did to make negative and interrogative sentences. Do and does in present tense and did is in past tense. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.